So, 9 wins from 12, more points than we have got last year, surely second place in the league as well. You must not have been expecting that this season.
Probably, yeah, if we're being honest, yes. However, I mean, we did set targets, and I think as Danny said at the end of the game on Saturday there, it was a top 6 place that we were targeting, so you've got to go out there and try and win every game. We've done well and we've won 9 out of the 12, as he said, so yeah, we're very pleased with the way that first half and +1 has gone, you know. So,
what has been the key to the success, do you think, so far this season?
I think probably the players taking a bit more ownership for what happens on the field and also a wee bit off the field as well, so giving them a bit more responsibility, I think has grown them, has probably made them a bit more better place to make decisions, and allows them to learn, I think, a bit better.
Looking back on the first half of the season, do you think there's been any key games, key results, or?
I think we were drawn towards the Jed away game. You know, that was a really good performance, both probably more so defensively. We really did close them down when we gave them. That was one of the key things that we had to do, was close them down, not give them any opportunities, because they were very dangerous. If you give them one little area to attack, then they will, and they'll execute that. And I think the guys, the whole 20 that were there, that day, they did that, to a man. So I think that was a key moment. I think that having that gave them the belief then that they could go anywhere. Jed were that team that was, they'd done really well last year. It's one bad result at the very start of the season, then they've come good. So yeah, I think that gave the guys the belief.
How much has the support, do you think, from the community and the club itself played a part in the success so far this season? Yeah,
I mean, I think that's integral to any club, and especially probably rugby clubs, because they are usually the heart of the community in most sort of towns. Certainly myself coming from the Borders, the rugby club is the heart of every single town in the Borders, but it's probably the same in Musselburgh, just on the edge of Edinburgh there. They are that separate entity, and the rugby club in Musselburgh is very much part of the community, so the support that we get on Saturdays will hopefully grow. I think we're putting on a pretty good show in terms of the style of rugby we're playing. It's entertaining, we're seeing lots of tries, so hopefully that will draw in a few more people to watch, which will grow the club and grow rugby.
Obviously, the second half of the season's already started. Fantastic win against Kelso last Saturday. What is going to be the main focus, do you think, the second half of the season to keep that momentum going?
Yeah, I think our next focus is December. 3 games in December, 3 really tough games, but 3 very winnable games as well, but we have to really focus on them. So we've got Aberdeen away, Mar at home and GHA away as well. So 3 very tough games to take us up to the Christmas break, and that's what we're focusing on at the moment. And I'm not saying it will make or break our season, but it will go some way to shaping how the rest of the season goes. There are obviously teams that are in that top bracket as well, so taking points off each other in there is going to be key as well to keep us in that race for the championship.
Obviously not just the league as well, there's also the cup game coming this Saturday against Hamilton.
Yeah.
How are you preparing for that? Is it any different from league, or are you going in with a different approach? Or
no, very much the same, and I don't think we need to change anything. I think we need to keep people on the same page each week, so they know what to do and we know what we're expected of them. Yeah, there might be a couple of wee personnel changes just with unavailabilities, injuries, but essentially what we're doing is growing that squad, so people can go in and out and perform and give themselves a chance to get in that starting position. So it's very much same as, I mean, Hamilton are in the same league as us, so it gives us an opportunity to play them again before we play them again in the league as well.
Do you think there's been any star player, any key players that you think have made the real change this season as well?
I think, yeah, you have to single out some players that have done really well. I think Kyle McGee, for a young guy coming into a key position at 9, has really shone. He's scored some fantastic tries. He's performed a really good partnership with Danny, and I think Danny as well although he's maybe not won man of the match performances, he's been thereabouts every single game. He's managed that game, and those two are quite key. The forwards, I think, as a collective, have really fired this season. They've dominated in scrum. They've done well in phases in the line out as well. On Saturday, there we really put a marker back down in terms of our line out delivery. But yeah, James Ferguson as well has come into the team from Haddington as well and has slotted in really well. So I think, yeah, the two half-backs, they're the kind of linchpin, if you like, that link between forwards and backs. So yeah, it is a collective.
Obviously, I said second league. At the beginning of the season when we had our first interview, you said objective was to win the league. Do you think it's possible?
Absolutely, yeah, I think it is. I think it is quite an open league this season, and you know, in seasons gone by, one or two teams have pulled away from the rest of the league. But I think we've now genuinely got 5 or 6 teams that can win this league, and as I said, I think December will be key for us. So if we focus on that, we get the results that we're looking for, I'm pretty confident we can go on and really be a force to be reckoned with come the end of March.